Welcome, people, to another episode. In this episode, we look at a country called Norway. Norway is an oil producing northern European country and is also known as a country that has no crime rate whatsoever. Very safe country. I thought it would be good to give you a bit of insight on how Norway is. In this particular part, I was in a place called Linear, I think it's called. Um, it was so interesting though because it was my first time in the Nordics. Um, Initially, I planned to go to Norway and Sweden, but due to the adverse weather in Sweden, I decided just to do Norway alone. Let's see what I was up to on this fruitful day. But I decided not to because I'm not 100% as of yet. But this is just the neighboring. This is just the neighboring area next to my hotel, and I just want to give you a first impression of Oslo so far because I did hang around the town centre area yesterday. So what I noticed about Oslo, Oslo is slightly different in the way they do things. So it's more like you always need to plan ahead before you do certain things because they're quite organized. And also, Oslo is not as crazy as London and maybe New York. So things are done somewhat different. The people are very good in terms of language skills though. So all the people I spoke to could speak very good English, which is quite shocking. So I've not had any issues aside from certain types of people though. So there might be people that have emigrated to the country, so a lot of them don't speak English anyway. I suppose when they came to the country they learnt Norwegian, which is what they're meant to learn. But a lot of the Norwegian ones I've spoken to can speak English, especially the young ones. Also, what I've noticed is there's a lot of people that cycle in Norway. I know it's a European thing anyway, because a lot of people cycle within Europe. Um, but I see a lot more here. I think people promote healthy living. So I'm far away from the main town centre. I'm going to catch a metro actually, because nowadays it's better to catch a metro train to certain places than getting an Uber. Let's see what's there. Than getting an Uber. So I'm going to catch a metro so I could see the surrounding areas that lead to the town. Yeah, so what I did notice is it's always better to take public transport when you visit certain countries. Norway was one of it though, because I was trying to find out how to navigate through Oslo. And as Oslo is a metropolitan city, I thought that would be the best option. Nowadays, I try not to drive, but I think in the future there'll be certain countries where I'll rent a car and drive around, because that might give you a different experience. But let's see how things go. Let's see how things go. But in this particular trip, I did a lot of jumping on metros literally. I did avoid Ubers because I went to a number of countries earlier that year. This was last year. And I did jump on a lot of Ubers. And I thought, let me have a break from Ubers, because I went to India, I went to Poland, and I went to Egypt. And I was just jumping in Ubers every minute. So this was like a breath of fresh air, I'm not going to lie, because it gave me a break from jumping in taxis. But the funny thing is, a few months later, I went to Gdansk. When I got to Gdansk, I started jumping in Ubers again. But okay, let's see what I was up to. We'll take a metro somewhere in between and probably catch like a bus again. So my recommendation is catch a coach, because if you catch a train, it takes about, I think the whole journey, when I checked, if I'm correct, was about 2 hours, like 2 hours and a few minutes. But if you catch a coach, I think it was about an hour something, which made sense to me, because if I catch the train, then I've got to stop somewhere, change again, stop at another stop, change again, then catch a bus. So I felt that's just me coming out of the train every minute and going back and forth. So if you ever land at Oslo TORP, my recommendation would be catch a coach to Oslo bus terminal. I did think about renting a car, but I thought, if I do rent a car, would I be able to explore further? As you all know me, I like to look around, and I like to find out places that people don't normally see. So yeah, renting a car might be good as well. But I thought for this particular trip, I'll just like to freestyle it, and also get some vitamin D. Like, my voice has gone, so I think I need a bit of therapy, a bit of sun therapy, basically. I must say, the weather was quite good when I went though, because I was expecting it to be quite cold. For some reason, I was expecting Norway to be a place where there's no sunshine at all, but I was totally wrong. It was nice and sunny actually, but what I did do was to ensure I had my jacket when I go out, just because I don't really know the country like that. So I don't want a situation whereby I'm outside and I start getting cold, then I would have to get a taxi back home. And obviously, I was not feeling great as well when I went to Norway. I had a bad sore throat, I had a blocked nose, but I still had to make that trip. That trip was very important to me. My aim actually is to explore the whole Nordic region. So I'm looking to go to the likes of Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, and Finland. But oh well, this is Norway, we're exploring at the moment. So I did enjoy my trip there. Anyways, I kept on gallivanting, like I normally do. And I found out where the metro station was. It was quite interesting when I saw it because of the way it was. So you would not know a station is there unless you're a local, but I did find it at the end. Period. But yeah, there was literally hardly anyone at the two airports. That's the airport in Oslo and the airport in London. It was a really boring flight. I'm not gonna lie. One of the most boring flights I've ever taken, actually. Okay, so we are now at Akershus station. So I'm not sure if I should get a train from here to go to the town. So that's can you see that Akershus? So you need to be very careful as well when it's time to take the train, because what happens is if you're not careful, you take the wrong line. So I'll just give you a bit of a backstory of what happened to me yesterday. So when I arrived and I got to Oslo bus terminal, I checked my phone for a particular app. It's called Router. Actually, let me leave the station. I'll come back to the station later. I would like to explore the area more. Yeah, so when I came yesterday, I checked for an app called Router. So it's spelled R-U-T-E-R. If you need to catch the metro, you're going to need that. So I did download the app, and I was using that yesterday to obviously buy tickets. But the thing is, you need to be very careful of what line you get. So my line is line 4, and what you need to do is to ensure you watch out for the metro when it comes through. So I did get on the right one actually. I did get on line 4, but for some reason I missed my stop. So later on I was wondering, why are we going this far? And I was like, we should have gotten to my stop by now. So I spoke to one of the locals on the metro, and they said you have to go back. But luckily for me, because the metro ticket, the way it's done, I think if you don't use it within a certain period of time, then it's still valid. So what happened was, I went back to the app and I picked a return journey, and it didn't charge me, because what it's done is he's noticed that I've not used that particular ticket. So what it did was it just registered my return. Hey, you okay, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just registered my return. So that just made my life so much easier, because I didn't have to pay double. But to be totally honest, I was still confused though, because how would it know if I've obviously completed my journey? I don't know if it does that when the initial metro you booked has terminated at its destination. I'm not sure. Do you need help? Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. So I was not too sure on how the system does it, because how can you actually verify when somebody has used the ticket? Although on the metro there's a bit that says activate your ticket, so maybe I should have done that. So maybe what we need to do, I'm saying we because I didn't do that, is to ensure we activate our ticket once we get on the metro. But anyways, I was lucky to get a return ticket back, basically. Hope you enjoyed this part of the video. We're going to move on to the other part, where I was hunting for Norwegian delicacies. Actually, what I was looking for, obviously, I think the area I was at was in the right place. But what I was actually looking for was like Norwegian street food, a place where I could see varieties and I could chat to the locals, real Norwegian people. But there was no such place in the place I went to. It was just like a fancy road with like fancy food and all that jazz. But I was told by one of my subscribers that there are certain areas you need to go to in order to see things like that. So I plan to go to Norway again sometime in the future.
I think I'm going to do Oslo again because I feel I kind of know Oslo better. So what I'll try to do is to look for certain places to go to and actually enjoy the local Norwegian life and also the life of the expats or the people from other countries that live there. I would also try going to Bergen in the future. But oh well, I couldn't in this trip, which is okay, which is fine. Let's go and see what I was up to in the other part of the video. In this part of the video, I was gallivanting a particular area where I thought I would find a lot of Norwegian street food, like I said earlier, but I didn't find what I was looking for. But I thought it would be good to show you this part anyway. It was a really nice place. They had a massive park where a lot of families were literally chilling at. The area was quite fancy, to be honest. So I now understand why I couldn't find what I was looking for. But I did see some fancy restaurants, which I thought, nah, those places are places for dinner. I would have dinner later in one of them places. But I just wanted some lunch. Okay, see what I was up to on this lovely afternoon in Oslo. I think I'm going to get better before I go to the UK because my sore throat is still there. But I'm just hoping the warm weather warms it up, heals it up, and I'm good to go next week. When I mean good to go next week, I mean I start talking normal. I know you might not really notice from the video, but my throat is really sore. Anyways, so this is how the center looks like. But this is not the main place though. There's still the area that has the Opera House. If I've got time, I'll go there today. If I don't have time, I'll go there tomorrow. Where the Opera House is where a lot of people hang out. They also have like a part where there's like water. And people just literally like sit down and chill. This road is a really long one though, so it took me like about half an hour actually to walk all the way up the hill. So it's going to take a bit of time to walk all the way down as well. I thought it would be nice to show you this area because I don't think I've ever seen this area in any of the videos I've seen about Oslo. So what I had to do when I got here was to get a drink. The weather is actually really hot in this area, which is strange. Never thought I'd be this hot. So I think the weather is just one of them ones whereby you can't tell if it's going to be hot or cold at any moment. So you're better off just having your jacket on you, just to be careful. Obviously, you don't want to get sick, like me actually. I've not tried Norwegian food. How do you think it tastes like? I think I would have Norwegian food for dinner. I must do. I've done a bit of research to find out how Norwegian food tastes. A lot of people have said it's bland. They don't like spicy food in Norway. It will be one of the worst experiences ever. I don't know. But I'll try to find out tonight. If there are any Norwegians watching this, yeah, tell me what to eat in Norway. Tell me what the Norwegian national dish is. That's what I want to know.
the Norwegian national dish. Do you have some special type of chicken? Do you have some special type of lamb? Do you have a Norwegian, I don't know, do you have some special Norwegian potatoes? Because my hotel didn't serve me that. I'm just joking. But for my Norwegians watching this, please let me know what your national dish is. For those that don't know me anyway, or for those that are watching for the first time, because that's very possible, what I like to do is, when I go to a certain country, I like to taste the local dish. Because if you don't taste the local dish, it means you've not been to that country. That's how I feel. So I need to have Norwegian food by force before I leave Norway. So I could feel like a Norwegian, basically. So for my new subscribers, because I know some people, actually a lot of people subscribed this summer, I did notice. For those that are new, let me tell you a bit about myself, yeah? So I started this YouTube channel sometime last year with hardly any subscribers. I've been to a number of countries. I've experienced a lot of things. I've changed people's perspective of certain people or of certain countries. I've made people start catching flights to certain countries that they would never ever go to. So make sure you keep watching my videos. There's a lot to learn. Also, I don't plan anything, so I'm not one of them ones that plan. So no surprises. Enough talking anyway, so let's keep going. So just looking around what they have. Because we're in Europe, it's the usual jazz. But the only thing I find different is 7-Eleven. I can't recollect seeing a 7-Eleven in the UK though. But I might be wrong. There might be some, but I just don't pay attention to it. But I've not seen a 7-Eleven. The only thing I've seen in the UK is a Costco and off licenses. Apologies, my voice is not there yet. For those that don't know, I've got a sore throat, so I'm still trying to heal. Okay, this road is a long road, like I said, and it's very quiet. It feels like it's only me talking. Probably not, but it feels like it. So if you look at the buildings, the architecture is really nice, isn't it? I think this is one of the best times to come to Oslo, because I don't know if there's a peak time to come to Oslo actually, because I don't know if a lot of people come to Oslo. So I don't know if maybe in April, May there are a lot of people around. I'm not sure. Yeah, because I can't just tell. Maybe I'll speak to somebody in tourism when I get to the Opera House area, just to find out if there's like a peak time. But I like this period anyway because the weather is okay. Because some of these countries are usually very cold.
Talking about the Opera House, I did go to the Opera House. Not to go in, but I went to where it was, and it was quite impressive, like the whole building. But I went there in the evening, and it was somewhat busy anyway, not as busy as I thought it would be. So let's go to the part where I went to the Opera House. I think it was around like maybe like 6ish in the evening when I got there. Okay, so this is the area where the Opera House is, and it was quite dead when I got there, to be honest. I was expecting a bit more people. The good thing about Norway, though, is there's a lot of outdoor activities you can do. They did have a sauna outside. It was quite interesting, though. So people were literally going there to have a sauna, which I kind of fancied. But the thing is, because I was running out of time, because I had to go back to the hotel within a certain period of time, I thought I'll do that on a different day, though I didn't have the chance to do it at all, to be honest. So I was walking around this area, it's around the center of Oslo, and I saw the Opera House. I saw people hanging around, doing their thing. But there was not much though, especially for a big city like Oslo. Um, for a major city, I did expect a bit more, especially around the area. There's not a lot going on, but I suppose what you need to understand is Oslo, or Norway, sorry, apologies, has a population of 702,000 people. So it's such a small country that you can't actually expect a lot of people in their main city anyway. So, because I suppose not all of them live in the main city. Some people obviously live in the neighboring cities as well. So, and not everyone can afford Oslo. As you know, Norway is classed as a very expensive country. So not a lot of people can actually afford it. Living in a major city in Norway can be challenging, I can imagine. It looks like there's a lot of work going on around the Opera House. It might be that, they have something planned that relates to the Opera House. It must be anyway, because this whole area has been redone. Oh yeah, let's look at that. Okay, so it looks like that's the plan. But anyways, if you're planning to come around Oslo anytime soon, you'd notice there's a lot of work being done at the moment. Okay, so the weather is still okay. I thought I might have to get a coffee, but I think I'm fine for now. The thing is, there's nothing happening at night per se though, because it's not like they have any events in the Opera House. So what people are doing is literally chilling outside. And as you know, Oslo is a safe city, so people tend to do things like that anyway, which makes sense. I just want to walk around to see if there's anything I'm missing, because what tends to happen in this sort of places is you think it's all dead, then you go to one road or one particular area, then realize that, oh,
there's a lot happening around here. But let's see anyway. So far, nothing is happening. I'm just having a lovely walk, literally. So I think I said this in my previous video, I don't recommend spending more than 2 days in Oslo. It's just not worth it. If you want to go to other places around Norway, my recommendation would be go to Stockholm as well. And I won't even recommend more than 2 days in Stockholm, because the Scandinavian countries are so small, so there's really nothing to do. But it is a place you have to come to, though. It's one of those places whereby if you don't come to, I mean, if you don't visit, then you wouldn't understand their culture and the way things are. And normally, to travel to Norway is really expensive. So I think I got a deal actually. My hotel is called Quality Hotel Hasselheim, and it's a 4-star hotel. And I think for the amount of nights I booked, it was £291 altogether. Usually it's more than that though. So Norway is a very expensive place. So if you want to come and visit and spend a bit of time or spend some time, then I would say book ahead of time, maybe like 6 months in advance. Because what I paid is actually really good. In terms of flights anyway, I think altogether, including my baggage, let's say about £149. So that was not too bad actually. So this is the Opera House. A lot of people are standing there taking pictures. To be totally honest, I can't be bothered to walk all the way there. Maybe when I come around tomorrow I might, but tonight I can't be bothered to do that. I've had Burger King and I feel really heavy, so I'm not looking to do that at all. But yeah, that's the Opera House. I think that's the main entrance. Let me show you the main entrance. So I'm sure when there's a lot of things happening or when there's a lot of events, this place gets really busy. It's a really nice building actually. I'm not sure if there's an event today. It looks really dry. It's a very impressive building, I must say. Can you see that? So that's the Opera House. So let's see what the neighboring area is saying. There's a lot of restaurants around, but you just need to be careful though. Because it's so hard to tell if the food is good. So I was so lucky when I came to find, when I landed in Norway, I was so lucky to find a good restaurant. Because usually you struggle to get one. You really struggle to get one. But I was really lucky to get one when I first came. Because the Burger King I had is the worst one ever. Like, it was full of like fat, literally. So I don't recommend Burger King in Oslo. Hey. I might get charged. Okay, so I think I've been around this place today already. You know what? Let's walk towards this area. Let's see. So this area is literally Oslo Central. So central meaning center, as you know. Well, yeah, this just feels normal, you see. Because I remember passing through this area when I came, so it's quite familiar. But I can't even find where the nightlife is. I did think, or you would have thought that is in this area, isn't it? Like, considering they have all the water around, you would have thought they have like nice bars and restaurants around the area.
Okay, people, let's move on to the final part of the video, where I went to Karl Johans Gate. Karl Johans Gate is the main street, or is one of the main streets in the city of Oslo. So I went later on, I think that day, or maybe the following day, sorry, because this was in the evening. It must have been the following day, apologies. So I went there to obviously see what they have there. There were a lot of tourists there, actually. It was quite busy. Let me show you what I was up to when I got to that area. Okay, people, so this is the place where I went to, and I saw the Karl Johans Gate Street. But before I got to Karl Johans Gate, I did meet a number of locals. I met some young people who were Norwegians, and they were quite interesting. One of them recommended going to the library. I thought, what's the point of going to the library? I came on holidays as a tourist to look at the fun part of Oslo. But apparently, the library is one place a lot of tourists go to, according to a Norwegian who commented on my video. So watch what I was up to on this interesting afternoon.
I mean, once I arrived at this station and I checked what they had on the station, they did say that this is like the city area. So I think this is Oslo city. So you'll see more people around this part compared to the patch I've showed you yesterday. The weather is actually very good. Although I do advise you to wear a jacket, and the reason why I advise you to wear a jacket is because the weather is actually not warm at all. So if you do come around this time, my advice would be wear a jacket, because if you don't, you end up ill. Anyways, I just want you to note what's happening around. So this is obviously metropolitan. There's a lot of young people around as well. I'm not sure if it's school holidays in Norway as well. It might be. Because it is school holidays in the UK at the moment. So there's a lot of young people and their family walking around. I might try taking their tram. I've not tried that at all. I've only taken their metro so far. I tried to avoid Uber in this trip. So usually I normally take Uber, but I decided to avoid it in this trip because I'm trying to change the way I travel. So I've noticed that in most of my trips, I tend to take Ubers, and I don't really understand the area per se. Obviously, using an Uber makes your life so much easier.
What are you taking video of?
My YouTube channel. Yeah, you want to say hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Are you Norwegian?
Yes.
What part do you live in Oslo?
Yes.
Cool, cool. Are you Norwegian as well?
Yes, yes.
So how do you say hello in Norwegian?
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
No way.
Yeah,
Hi.
that's all. Hi.
Hi.
Like H-I.
Yeah, no.
H-A-E-I.
Oh, H-A-E-I.
Yeah, so hi.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hi.
hi.
Hi. Like
Hi.
that. Hi.
Yeah.
Good. So what are you guys up to?
We're
Are
just
you
going
chilling?
around. Yeah, chilling, yeah.
Yeah?
We just
Are you on school holidays? Are you on holidays?
Yeah. This is the weekend.
Oh,
so-
weekends. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you being good boys? Yeah, you're not getting in trouble. Yeah, you're doing all the right things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Where are you from?
I could give it to you. I'm from England.
England.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's your phone? I'll give it to you. It's really busy.
Yeah, today it's really busy because the weather is good.
Oh yeah, the weather is
Normally,
good though.
It's bad. But
Oh, normally it's bad, yeah? So
like,
type it in.
I think tomorrow it's gonna rain.
A-Z W-A-Y. Yeah, that's it.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you?
Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Slovakia.
Oh.
You guys travel? You travel a lot?
In holidays sometimes.
Okay, I'll leave you guys to chill,
Yeah.
yeah? Cool, yeah, take care.
We should go there. We should go to the library.
Library? Is that not boring? Alright, see you guys later, yeah? He said I should go to the library. Like, who goes to the library? I didn't come all the way to Norway to go to a library. Like, that don't make sense to me. They should go to the library because they're kids. Okay. Moving on. So, yes, I was talking about using a taxi. I just feel I want to switch my way of traveling every now and then. That's not to say I wouldn't use an Uber every now and then, because I will. But I think there's something around trying varieties, basically. Okay, so let's see what they have in that corner. It looks like they have like a food market. It looks like a mini food market, and the way they've done it, it looks like a red carpet. So I don't know if I'm allowed to go there because they've done it so prestigious. That's what you get in Norway. So yeah, it looks like it looks like you'd have to it looks like you'd have to speak to somebody to go in there anyway. So the way they've laid it out, it looks good. It looks like a food market from far, but it's not a food market. Okay, so it's really busy in Oslo city area, and I'm enjoying my exploration. I'm definitely going to have dinner in this area, no doubt. Your boy is hungry and peckish, and he needs a lot of food at the moment. So let's see what's on that road. I wonder how the nightlife is like in Norway, because when I jumped on the train today, all the ladies were ready, literally. So they must have a very interesting nightlife in Oslo. Okay, so what I advise you to do when you come to Oslo is to do a bit of research though. For me, I don't, because I like to freestyle. Like, I like to get surprised. Yeah, but if you're a tourist, I would say do a bit of research. The good thing about Norway is most people speak English anyway, so you're not going to get stuck at all. So that's the good thing about it. A lot of people speak English, and a lot of people are willing to help. So that's good. to be totally honest, I kind of knew that was going to happen anyway, because I do know people from Norway, and they said most people in Norway speak English, but I tend to like to come to the country myself to find out for myself, because a lot of people say things, but you need to come to that country and find out yourself. So, okay, this place is a bit crampy and some people are walking a bit too slow, so I'll give people a bit of time to walk. But I'm going to find out what's all the way uphill. I don't think there's anything fancy, but I just want to find out. Also, I did find a good Norwegian restaurant yesterday on my phone. I was going to try it out, but it was too late. Yesterday I was so tired, so I couldn't leave my hotel. I ended up leaving my hotel later on, but where the restaurant is quite far from my hotel, so it didn't make sense for me to go there. But the good thing is, oh, there's an Irish pub. Oh, that's good. There's an Irish pub, so I might go there for a pint later. Okay, so I might go there later for a pint. It looks good. So yeah, it didn't make sense for me at all to leave my hotel and go that far, so I just had to get like a few bits from the local shop.
Okay, people, I thought it would be good to show you my experience in Oslo. I implore everyone to obviously make a trip to Norway. It is a unique place, very nice, very safe. Like the title of the video says, this country has a zero crime rate. You definitely feel safe and secure. And there are a lot of fancy restaurants around. It is an expensive place though, so just note that. But I suppose you'd save up before you go. Okay guys, if you haven't liked any of my videos and you like them, please click the like button. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And I'll catch you in my next video. Take care, guys.